Guys, I pulled this LD5 Wuyong, and that's definitely one of those that if you pull it, you're like, why are you not lights? Why are you not lights? And I had that with the last few units. So let me tell you the last few units, a few of the last few units that I had. So I had the Wuyong. One of the units before that, wait, where's Wuyong? I had Wuyong. One of the units before that was the demon. Where are you at? Could have been a Lucifer. During my time that I got not the Lucifer, I had the choice between the panda or the demon. Imagine that I had a Tianlang or a Lucifer. And I also recently pulled a Nikki, which could have been a Laura. So all four of those is like, cool. I like them, I guess. Some more than others. But what if they were the other element, right? And that actually gave me the idea / the question. What if they would do an event where you could choose to switch one unit to the other element? Well, that would pretty much mean that no one in the game would still have an Isis and everyone would have a Neftis. And then you nerf Neftis and you buff Isis. Would be funny, right? Would be funny. But let's take it one step further. What if they give you the option that you switch all of your LD5s from element, but you can only switch if you switch all of them? Of course, we're going to exclude a Han because Han doesn't have the counterpart. If there's no counterpart for like a Han or a Sylvia, or the counterpart is a freebie, then those don't count. But what if you were to switch all of your units? I'm actually going to make my list. And I would ask you guys, if you're watching this on YouTube as well, make your list in the comment section and say if you would take the trade or would not take the trade. I think that a lot of people would take the trade by the simple fact of all of the units you don't own are good and the units you do have are shit. That's just a common thing that anyone has. Pretty much most people have. They always say, my units are shit, other units are good. And I have that, you have that, everyone has that, your mom's mom has that, and even the dogs have that shit. Everyone. So, let me make the list of units that I have, and let's see if I would take the trade. Let me get a notepad in. We need a notepadder, and we need to show the notepadder. Show the notepadder. That is a notepadder. I'm a notepadder. Okay, let's zoom them in a little bit. He's a notepadder. Okay. Let's look at the units I have. So I have to trade all of them. I cannot make any exceptions. I have to trade all of them. They're nothing else than that. So let's start with the bottom. We would go for a Grogan into a Zerath. Yes, sir. I would be happy with that. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I really like Grogan at the moment, but you just saw me like for the Arena Rush non-stop spamming that thing. It is insane, but since I think I can do similar to the same with the Zerath, and he's so insane for PvE, I would rather take a Zerath. But still, Grogan is pretty insane. I have Gianna that goes into a Lima. I don't care. It's the same. I also have a Lima that goes into Gianna. No one cares. Nikki going into a Laura. Yes, sir. I still like Nikki a lot. I trade as well because I have a Seraph. Wait, would you trade to a Grogan? Oh, fair. Could be. But don't get me wrong. I like Nikki a lot. But in the end, Laura, defense meta, siege defense meta. Arguably one of the most all-round units in game right now. Neftis had that spot before, but Laura's kind of getting on point with that as well, where Nikki, or where Neftis kind of goes down in like the value in defense and RTA. Laura still has that value, it's just not that much PvE value. But Laura might be the most all-round unit in game, overtaking that over Neftis at the moment, because she's good in so many defense things, and you can even use her in offense. I've seen a bunch of Laura offenses that just go like Miang, Laura, and then Water Seri. It works, you only need speed buff, you don't even need the attack buff from an Adriana. Then we got a Zhongsheng Lao that goes into the Qitian Da Sheng. Does that work? Do people understand that? That sounds like you're getting diseases, but I don't know. Neither of them are really good. I would say Zhongsheng Lao is better for defense meta than Qitian Da Sheng. But I would still take it because it's better for the... It is better for the, what's it called, RTA last pick. Last pick, it's not bad. I think so many people are going to be like, what the fuck is even this? but I'll take it. Then again, also a Dark Monkey I never use unless if I pulled a Laura, I would start using it. Without it, eh. Then we have a Wu Young for a Yun Hong. Oh hell yes! Oh hell yes! There's not enough pluses on my keyboard to say how much I would take this trade. I think that's about right. That is one I would take. Then we have a Veramos. No, I wouldn't take that. Then we have a Neff into... Wait, let's be consistent. Consistency is key, my gentlemen. Iris. No, wait. Isis. Almost. Isis. That one. Yeah, that's a big lose. Not gonna deny that's a big lose. Nefties is insane. Absolutely big lose. But, yeah. So let's see if I still take it or not. We got a Nyx going into a Oberon. I would get an Oberon at that time where I do have a Yeon Hong as well, which is always a nice pair. So therefore, I would say it is a slight plus. I still like Nyx for defense and a few other niche things. Definitely not a bad unit for defense, but I still think I'd rather like an Oberon because he's just more gameplay, more playmaking, more kind of stuff like that. It's kind of equal, but I still give a slight plus to Oberon, I think. But that's mainly because I know I would have a Yeon Hong with that Oberon. If I didn't have that Yeon Hong with an Oberon, it would be equal. Or whatever, plus minus, whatever you want to say to it. But now I'm going to give it a slight plus. Then we have a Bielze for a Lucifer. Well, that's a trade. Huh. We trade in a shitty unit I barely ever use for a content machine. I like myself a content machine. No doubts in that one. Easiest trade of my life. Sienna for a Narsha. Narsha needs good runes, but is usable on siege defense and kind of things. I would like it. I would like it. Lucifer trash with it? No, Lucifer's cool, man. Then we have Maxi for a Benedict. Well, that's definitely a minus. Yeah, that is simple to say. I would say Maxi for me is only used siege offense and siege defense, but he's still pretty good on those. Benedict is a maybe for siege offense, and that's about it. So, yeah. Then we have Ritsu for a Shun. Well, you're trading the worst unit in game for a Edge top 10 worst unit in game, so that's a plus. And we're trading bad for bad, but we're trading really bad for a little bit less bad, so it is still a plus. Wouldn't necessarily say that I would use a Shun that much, but hey, fair. Then we have Kiara, and Kiara has no counterpart. So let's just not mention it. Easiest way. Okay, that's all of my darks. Let's go into lights. That's a little bit less. First of all, oh, that thing suddenly went freaking bright for no reason. Akroma. Akroma is actually my most used unit right now in RTA. And to be honest, with the current state of the game, I will be more sad about losing Akroma than losing Nefties. Is that true? Well, Nefties is insta-win for siege offense, but Akroma is also insta-win for siege offense. Akroma you use a lot in RTA right now. It's really based on current meta. In other metas, previous metas, sure, Nefties would have been better. But how I currently like it, I kind of like Akroma more than Nefties by a long shot. But that is... So I think that's a hard lose. Next up, we have Lima for Janna. Hey, we're back at it again. No one cares. Same shit. Alright, let's make this a little bit longer. Oh, then we have Nigong. Nigong, I would love to trade in Nigong. That unit is so shit. The only place where I use Nigong is in videos where I slap the living shit out of a Nigong with plus 50k HP. It's the only thing I do with Nigong. It's like, yeah, but defense, say, he's on midweek defense that I don't give a shit about, and he's on a tower 1 in siege defense that I don't give a shit about. But Wunsa is nice. It's not necessarily that I like Wunsa this much, but I like the trade that much. Then we have a Hanwoo or a Mugwoo. And if you don't have a Han, yeah, both of them are shit. I wouldn't even use a Mugwoo altogether, to be honest. But yeah. Then we have a Seimei or a Dumon. And I think this is one of those. Everyone that has a Dumon would definitely trade it for a Seimei. And everyone that has a Seimei without having a Ragdoll would probably trade it for a Dumon. You've got the pony? Oh yeah, true. We'll get to the pony in a second. To be honest, I think Seimei is the most boring unit in game. Even if it's good, it's fucking boring. And I really like Dumon. Dumon is like, oh, you go Bruiser? Well, how about you have to ban this unit or insta-lose against it? Good luck. Seimei, still kind of like, I don't know. Geltnir more boring. They're on same level. To be honest, I give it a double plus. Like, not necessarily I want to lose Seimei, but I still take a Dumon definitely over that. You were talking about, I always probably have that wrong, for an Alexandra. Both are just, well, I use Alex or Eleanor in RTA almost never nowadays. No, almost never. Yeah, I kind of like, I wouldn't say Alexandra would probably just be defense. Just arena defense, but that's about it. But currently Eleanor is also just arena defense. I think Eleanor might be a little bit better than Alexandra on defense, but no, I think plus minus. Plus minus. It's same. Yeah, her passive is really nice, but very RNG, and her heal is like non-existing. That's kind of the whole story to it. End of story. Okay, then we have Ian that doesn't have a counterpart, and that's all. That's, wait, is that all 19? $16. Then we have Ian, Yara, and it's 2 times 8. Good point. Smacking in numbers too fast. Yep, that makes 19. So then if we look at pluses and minuses, how many do we have? Well, should I just count it? Yeah, let's just count it. Plus, num plus, num minus. We got 4, another 4. Oh, let's just do calculator. I'm too lazy for this shit. Also, it's too hard to count for some of them. We got a 4 plus a 4. These are supposedly, oh no, wait, the other one is 2. And then we have an 8 over there. How many is this? That is 5, so that is 9. Maybe I gave some too many pluses. Well, who gives a shit? Then we have this one, that's a 5. Then we have this one, that's another 7. Plus another one. Let's just not count those for both. And then we have a Seimei, which ends up at 42. And then for the minus. How much minus do we have? We got a 6. We got a plus 4. And we got a the 7 over here. And then we have one that we don't count. 17. Well, that makes the trade very simple. I am slightly biased on this one, maybe. Maybe you would give this more minuses. Well, to be honest, Isis is actually kind of funny for... I think Isis is underrated for inter-server defense. Maybe slightly underrated for RTA. No, probably not. It just works too worse. But even if I give this one this many minuses, this number would still not be over, what, like 25. So would I take the trade? Yes. Yes, I would absolutely take the trade. The hard misses are the Nefties, the Maxi, and the Akroma. But besides that, anything else on the other side, like the gains, Serath, Laura, Yeonhong, Lucifer, Narsha, Bunsa. That's some nice shit right there. That also would mean that I could go for the Wunsa, Yeonhong, Gianna kind of playstyle, which is pretty strong. So yeah, that's just something that I was like, what if they would ever do this? Would they ever do this? No. Besides the whole point of me figuring this out, if I were to do it or not to do it, would they ever do this? No, they would not. Would be incredibly surprised if they would ever do this, because not a single gacha game has ever done something like this. So I definitely don't expect this to ever happen ever. But it would be cool. It would be cool. For me, if I only could make one trade, it would be this one. Absolutely. Wu Yong for Yan Hong would be the... If I only could make one trade, I could arguably go for the Laura, but Nikki is still nice. Yan Hong is the trade I would go for most. Would you trade out Burgild? Burgild for Sigrid? No, I would trade Sigrid for Burgild. Not Lucifer? No, Lucifer is content machined, but Wu Yong is more cool. I like Wu Yong as playmaker. Lucifer is also not best in meta for arena offense at the moment. And his main core thing is arena offense, besides PvE. And PvE you can clear anyways, you just clear it slower, that's all. Make Isis S3 irresistible? They should have made Iris skill 3 irresistible and not add the silence. But that's my opinion on that one. Oh, let me turn down this fucking light. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more guides, join the Discord and check out the content tab for the guide video archive, which contains all of the guides that you might need. Hope to see you there.